Content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. Greetings, family. Greetings, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of the Numerovational Perspective, live from the mathematical and numerovational universe with your brother King Simon, the Numerovator. Hope everybody can hear me. Put the number 1 in the chat if you could hear me. If you can hear me clearly, put the number 1 in the chat. What a weekend we have had. What a weekend. Big up to people on IG, on Facebook. Matter of fact, let me share my public page with my private page so the people that are my friends on my private page can get it. Big up, 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 big up. How y'all doing? Put the number 1 in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Thank you. 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 Oh, we got a lesson today, and we got a lesson with homework or temple work. As a matter of fact, it's the temple work or homework alignment assignment. Let me put it on the board right now as we speak. Those who want to receive the temple work, or what I call temple work and what is homework for yourself, alignment assignment, please circulate or donate $11.11 or $22.22. Depend on you. You got 11 or 22. I want to stay within those frequencies. Okay. Or you could do 12, 13, 14. But once you do the PayPal and Cash App donation, put your email in the Cash App and PayPal, and I will send you the alignment assignment after. And it's going to be pertaining to this particular lesson that we're teaching today. Quiet time, a spiritual, physical, and numerovational perspective. But we're going to, with a homework assignment or the temple work alignment assignment, we're going to focus on spiritual and physical work, or plurk, like I like to say. We like to play with it. You know what I'm saying? We want to play into this work. You know what I'm saying? Play in this work. But it is something that will help you, and you will be welcome to email me and tell me the results. Give me some testimonials after you do it for whatever amount of days you could do it. I suggest you do it within at least 10 to 21 days. That's what I suggest, because usually it takes 21 days to break habits and all that stuff and create habits. But if you could do it within 10 to 21 days and then email me the results. Now, these are things that I should be doing for major workshops and all that. But I wanted to put it out there and put out a feeler to see if people was really about this work, especially from a numerovational perspective, because I do give a little bit of homework after a session that is done with me. However, I try to keep it. If I don't feel the energy to give a person a homework assignment or a alignment assignment or a temple work, because it's really working around your home, which is your temple. This is your original home that your soul and your spirit is housed in, or more likely your spirit. Your soul is somewhere connected. There's this soul connection that you have with whatever universal entity you're connected to, according to certain lessons and teachings. So it's very important that we give, like when we were children, we're given homework, given some type of temple work. So now, as we are in this last phase of what we call the Lion's Gate, but this Lion's Gate is more analytical, because right now we're in the Virgo. We had two different Lion's Gate in the Leo, but now we're in the beginning parts of the analyst, the Virgo energy. And once you understand that, that means what we're doing now is analyzing what has happened since the Lion Gate came in, because the Lion Gate came in July, and then we landed on the Lion's Gate frequency on August 8th. But the Lion Gate what has happened? What have you analyzed? Because right now we're in the Virgo Lion Gate. Why I say Lion's Gate? Because the 8 plus 26, that 26 is still an 8. And we can still have the 888 effect of that angel angle number. But because we're in the Virgo frequency, from my perspective, because the motto of Virgo is I analyze, and the motto of Virgo is connected to the planet of the Virgo sign is connected to Mercury, which deals with communication and analysis. What have you analyzed? What have you analyzed from these past two Lions Gate, August 8th and August 17th, up till now? What I personally, my Lions Gate frequency has been turned up, because not only early in the month, the first portion of the month, did I win the Conscious Awards. Now, it was already building up in me that I was going to win, because Billy mentioned a few weeks before that it is possible for King Simon to win. And he ain't say that to nobody else. He ain't say that around anybody else. even all the people that was in the category. When he said that, my spirit jolted and I said, more than likely, I'm going to win this. And then I checked out everybody else that was in the category. I analyzed because I have a lot of Virgo in my placements in astrology. Now, I'm not an astrologer. I'm Numerovator, baby. I deal with the numbers, but I also connect the numbers to the zodiac. So because we're in Virgo, big up to all the Virgos right now. Virgo is in season since the 22nd, 23rd, around that time we're cusping. But because we're in Virgo now, this is analyzing what has taken place in the last month and where you're going. Because right now we're in that frequency and now we're in a Lion's Gate, what I call, if you look at the back, let me take this off the screen. Let me show y'all what I wrote in the back. On the bottom, hold on one second, family. Hold on. Let me remove some stuff. Let me remove some stuff here. Let me go to this page and let's open it up. Okay, so what I've analyzed and verified from a numerovational perspective. Again, I'm giving temple work after the lesson, so make sure you circulate that donation so I can email it to you. Put your email in the Cash App or the PayPal link if you actually want the homework or the temple work that you should be doing, because we need to work on ourselves. And this was in my spirit all night. I was up in and out of my my dream world all night after I came from the Invest Fest. Didn't want to talk to nobody. I would text, but I won't talk. So, look, if you see, the first Lion Gate was the 8-8. That's the actual Lion's Gate, 8-8. And remember the month of August. The word August adds up to a number 17, which is an 8 in the Pythagorean system. And it adds up to a number 23 in the Chaldean system. And compound numerology to 23 is the royal lion or lioness. Remember what I said in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, and in other books when it comes to compound numerology. The number 23 is the symbol of the royal star of the lion or lioness. So we're in a lion's gate, even because the word August adds up to a number 23, which is, according to compound studies of numbers, is the royal star of the lion or the lioness. All right. So I want y'all to get that clear, that even the mathematics connected to the word August, where, they have things like august body, big, large bodies of people, this august body, this respectable body. And it adds up to a number 17, which is the legacy leaving number, or is the symbol of peace and love, but also symbolizes the 8-pointed star, and they call it the star of the Magi. So there's two different reflections. And you can utilize these reflections of the name August as we're going into September. We're ending this month of August. But right now, 8-8 equals 16, which was the planning stage, or learning how to plan, or you plan to fail. Number 25, 8 plus 17 added up to 25. Different aspects of the 8. So 1 plus 7 equals 8. 2 plus 6 equals 8. So we're in 3 different levels. Right now, we're in the last phase of what we call the Lion's Gate, because the Lion Gate is 8-8. The angel angle number is 8-8-8. So this is still an 8-8-8 angel angle number as I have it up here. So 8 plus 26 plus 2024 equals 2058. 2 plus 0 plus 5 plus 8 equals 15, which is a 6. 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals 24, which is a 6. So the balance and healing is still in play. We're still about this balance and this healing and this forgiveness thing, like I spoke about in the first 8-8-8 breakdown. So 8 plus 17, which equals 25, that was the gateway of analyzing strength, endurance, and also observing what's going on in this frequency of the Lion's Gate. And now that we're out of Leo, because these two were in full effect in Leo. These two was in full effect in Leo. Now we're in Virgo. Virgo is the analytical sign. So the Lion's Gate is now in Virgo because of the 8 and the 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8. It's now in Virgo, but that 34 shows up. So this deals with inner and outer communication. 3 is the number of jovial and happy and manifesting. 4 is the number of discipline, order, structure. But they both are communication numbers that add up to a number 7. All of them add up to a number 7, which is the law of attraction number of deeper research, deeper analysis, because 7 is the number of analysis. But right now we're in the sign of Virgo, which says you need to analyze what happened and where you're going. Because remember, 7, September, October, November, and December are the sneak peek months of what's to come in the next year, according to certain studies of numerology. So anytime you're looking into September, which reflects both the ending of the year and the new beginning of the year, giving you a sneak peek of what's coming of the 2025, which adds up to a number 9, which deals with humanitarian and service and love. So in a 9-cycle year, there's a duality of that 9. So right now we're in the 34 frequency, which is the 7th, and we're in Virgo. That Lion's Gate in Virgo. So I call it the Lion's analytical gate, because the lion has to analyze the gate that he just went through or the gate that he's going back through, depending on the because again, that 8 is still a karmic number. And it could either go one way or another way. What goes around comes around. So if you're not analyzing what you did and what you plan, what you learned from the Lion's Gate frequency and where you're going outside of the Lion's Gate, going outside the gate, because this is Lion's analytical gate that we're in because of Virgo. Understand what I'm saying here? So these are vibrations you could use at this particular time to analyze and communicate clearly, because again, the sign of Virgo is known as the ever reliable perfectionist of the zodiac. It's an earth sign, so now it's time you're leaving the fire sign and going into the foundation, going into the earth, where the fall is about to come in. Autumn is about to come in. Virgos are the grounded and the practical and meticulous zodiac. And it's ruled by Mercury, which is Mercury is connected to the number 5, and 5 deals with movement and freedom and learning how to adapt, improvise, and overcome. The planet of communication and analysis. So it's about communicating and analysis, because the Lion's analytical and communicational gate we're going through into Virgo, into the foundation laying, and it's about problem solving. Virgo possesses sharp minds and a knack for problem solving. So whatever you've learned in the Lion's Gate, now it's time to solve that problem within yourself. And that's why I wanted to give this homework, because it's about putting in that temple work. And anybody who wants the homework assignment, please, the donation, I'm gonna put the Cash App and PayPal in the chat right now. Donate only 11/11 to 22/22. It's up to you, whatever you want, but I'm only between 11/11 and 22/22, because the homework that I'm giving you, that I was up all night till somebody had to text me, because they see me kept on posting. Somebody had to text me and said, "Yo, you've been up all night, huh?" I said, "Yeah, I've been researching." That's just when my spirit says go and my ideas, because I'm in the analytical gate, so I had to analyze my thoughts and what's going on in my head. I had to analyze it, and I have a lot of 7s in my chart, and I got a lot of Virgo placements in my. Let me turn this thing around, because it says be a witness. That's what this said. This is from Will I Am too. This is from Will I Am's clothing line. Be a witness. It looks like a frequency on there. So let me put it in the chat. If you are open for the space, man, if you open to really put in this work, and it's in the chat right now. Let me pin it to the top. I know I pinned it to the top. Let me pin it to the top real quick. Hold on one second. So this is the time to analyze what you're going through, or what you came out of, and where you're going, especially with people, places, and things, and your spiritual development and your growth. That's why I'm doing something called quiet time. because we're about to go into the fall season where some animals may start hibernation season. They might they're getting ready for hibernation. So we got to learn how to get into a form of hibernation. Go into quiet time, the importance of quiet time, the spiritual, physical, and numerovational importance of quiet time. Oh man, I can't wait to get into it. Hold on one second. Let me go to my YouTube and pin this on the top. Pin this on the top because we need to pin this information on the top. Those who are serious about it, about aligning themselves for temple work or homework, alignment, assignment, circulate or donate 1111 or 20 or 2222. Between that and that, you can do it. That's it. So some people are doing it. All right, big up to Universal Space. Make sure you give me an email. Don't forget the email. I need your email. If you're going to send me, put the email in the description of Cash App or PayPal if you're serious. And I'll send it to you after the end of the show. Hold on one second. I see somebody just sent me. So this is people, it's about putting in that work. Stop playing with this work. Stop playing with this work. Dr. B gives you work. Panic used to give y'all work. Bobby Hemmett used to give y'all work. Phil Valentine has a whole university around work. Dr. Blair used to give you work. Jewel Cookram gives you work. Everybody gives you work. Temple work. You got to work this temple because we're here to learn, earn, and return to ourselves. This is not a joke. This is not a game for me. I know it's not a game because I know where I came from. I know what I used to do in the club life and the parties and the swingers parties and those type of things that I used to. I know where I came from to be able to do what I'm doing today. Because we fall down and we get up. I'm getting up. Big up to Donnie McClurkin. Big up to Donnie McClurkin all the time. We fall down because we come through our mother's womb with innocence, and then we learn all the mad ways through our parents and through situations and circumstances in society. We learn all these things. So sometimes you got to take the quiet time and quiet down the mind and learn what it is that you really need for your life and what you don't need in your life. And that's what I had to learn over the years. What I really need in my life and what I don't. People that I need, places that I need, and where I don't have to visit, ever go back again to it. I don't have to go back to it again. I may love my cousins and relatives, but I don't have to go back and be reminded of the madness that I went through with them as a child and what they went through with me as a child. This is real talk, man. This is real talk. Let me pin this to the top. I'm sorry. Pin this to the top. All right, it's pinned to the top. Those who want to do the Cash App or the PayPal donation and they want to receive it, you will receive this at the end. Once I see your email, you will get the email. You will get the assignment from this email. This is the email that you will get the assignment from. askthenumerovator@gmail. This is where the email, it's already set up to be sent out. It's already sent out to. I already did a whole one page, and it's something that you got to really put some thought to and put some plans to it. You got to really put that work in. I see Philana doing her thing. You know, thank you, Philana. I'm going to hit y'all up after the end. She's sending the 1111. Thank you very much, Philana. I see Universe Space. Thank you very much. I see y'all. Don't worry, I got you. I got 2 so far. That's good. Hey, I remember the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that Master Fard Muhammad said that he would have climbed up Mount Everest to teach one person. Just one person. Because if 1 or 2 of these people get that work, and put in that work, then they might be able to move mountains with their family, move mountains with their friends. But most of all, it's about moving mountains with yourself. Period. Not about this about me, but I'm going to allow you to circulate so you can have circulation come back to yourself also, because this is all about circulation. That's why I call it circulate, donate. You got to circulate and donate, because the circulation means it's going to come back to you. Big up to Sonia. Sonia also gave me thank you, Sonia. Thank you very much. Respect for that. And let me check my email, because I know PayPal, if they're sending it back. So you might be sending it from England, because England don't have Cash App and PayPal. So I see Sonia in the building. Sonia, I'm going to send it to you at the end of, so be patient with me. I will send it to y'all at the end. So after the end of this lesson today, everybody will get it. Everybody will get it. All right. I see PayPal. So I think that's important. Let me go to the PayPal. Let's see. Linda, thank you very much, Linda. Linda sent 2222. Thank you very much, Linda. I got you. Make sure y'all send me your email. I got to email it to you. This is a long email. It's not, I mean, not that long, but it's a very extensive and very important homework or temple work. And like I said, you know, oh man, I thought somebody sent me $800. I was like, what the heck? I just realized I sent myself $800. That's funny. All righty. So Sonia, I see you. Temple work. Yep. Temple email. I got you, Sonia. I got you, Falana. Universal Space. Where's your email? I need your email, Universal Space. You might have to send $1. Just give me your email. Send $1 and give me your email. I'm not looking in the chat right now, so if you're doing all that in the chat, don't do it. Universal Space, Universe Space. Send me $1 because you already sent me 1111. Send me $1 and I will have your email so I can have your email. If you're listening to me, send me $1 so I can have your email. Okay, put the email in the description or the space there. Okay, at Gmail. Okay, I got you. I got some Gmail people. Okay, so do me that favor. Okay. I see who else? Okay, Daryl, I see you. Daryl, I see you. Did you put your email? I need your email, Daryl, please. I'll keep on telling people. Daryl Hodge, you're going to have to send me another email with at least $1, just $1 email with your email. I need Daryl Hodge. You did send me the thing, and I want to be able to send this homework and this temple work to you, but I need your email. I don't want nobody calling me and saying, oh, he ain't sent me this. Y'all ain't doing. No. I've been telling y'all what you need to do. Shakira Fox, I got your email. Good. Thank you very much. Who else did I get the email? Maria, all right. I got you, Miss Turner. I got you. I see you. I see Miss Turner. I see Miss Jenkins. All right. I see y'all. I'm going to send it after the lesson. Send it after the lesson. I appreciate y'all much. This is some serious work for me. Let me take a drink. Jesus. I got to take a drink. This is tart cherry juice, good for mucus cleansing and all that kind of stuff. Good for lower extremities, removing mucus from your lower extremities. Also, big up to Dr. Shakira Moore that gave me that advice after doing my iridology. Dr. Shakira Moore, she about to make some moves. Dr. Shakira, I'm so proud of my sister. So proud of Dr. Shakira. All right, remember, you will be receiving it from this email. And if you didn't, you'll be receiving it from this email. All right, Daryl, we got you. All right, I see you, Daryl. Got you. I need your email. Remember, put them emails in there. I need the emails. Daryl, thank you very much, Daryl. I got you. I see it. All right, good. All right, Kaya. Kaya, did you send the Kaya, did you send the 1111 first and then send $1? What's going on here? I got to see, Kaya, did you send the 1111 first? Hold on one second. You got to send your 1111 and with the email in it. Don't just send me $1. I'm not doing all of that with y'all. We're not doing that. So make sure you send that. Very good, Kaya. There you go. Kaya, now she's listening. My girl, Kaya. I love Kaya. You remember Bob Marley used to sing, got to have Kaya now, because the rain is falling. Kaya in Jamaican language back in Bob Marley was ganja, was marijuana. Got to have Kaya. Have to have Kaya now, because the rain is falling. Yeah. Everybody smoke ganja when it's raining. That's so hilarious. So, family, let me get into my lesson. I know people are sending the Cash App and the PayPal. Thank you very much. I will look back at it in a few. Again, it's pinned to the top. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate you, Maria. Thank you very much. So, man, we're in that part of the game. I'm not done with the presentation. I got to get with my presentation right now. I'm about to get it in. I'm not finished. I just started. You just got in. I just started. Again, right now, from my perspective, I don't know about any other numerologist perspective. I don't know about anybody else's. But what I've been analyzing, I tell you, I could not sleep after this Invest Fest. And I needed that energy from everybody. Because remember, in my book, Numbers, No Promotion is Bad Promotion, when I wrote about giving out flyers, people don't realize when I give out a flyer and a person touch my flyer as I'm giving it to them, I'm exchanging energy with them. It's an exchanging. It's an exchanging energy. It's an exchange of energy. So when people take my flyers or take some of my time or do a session with me, it's exchanging energy. I wrote that in my book. That's why it's a motivational book. No Promotion is Bad Promotion is a good book if you want to learn how to promote and be motivated in your promotion. That's my book called No Promotion is Bad Promotion. If you can get it, go and get it right now or go to my Linktree. I talk about the need of promoting, and what chapter did I talk about it? I talked about it in the chapter 2. Teamwork makes a good promotion. Chapter 2 on page 27, I start talking about that in that book. So because it's an exchange of energy when somebody touches your flyer, because everything is energetic. Everything. So if I'm giving you a book, my energy is already on the book. Your energy is coming on the book also. So it's all exchange of energy. That's why last night I couldn't talk to nobody after I left. What's the name was driving me home? Dara, big up to Dara Moselle, my massage therapist, and she's a tantric healer and all that. Y'all seen on my show, Brother Rich show and Ankh Riser show. She was driving me home. She took me for a ride, took me home because we're in the same direction. And she said, go ahead, Simon, go ahead and knock out. Because she could feel my energy was just like, I'm ready to go, because cars and driving put people, just like it put babies to sleep, it puts me to sleep. I'm still a baby at heart. It put me right to sleep. I was going on, and I kept on going like this. I kept on going on like this. She said, it's all right, King Simon. I have a good driver's record. I'm good at driving. So it's so funny. So it's so important that we understand the energies of this realm from a mathematical perspective, from an astrological perspective, from Ra'aku's cosmophysics perspective, from a cardology perspective. And big up to all the cardologists that are out there doing their thing, and the tarot readers that are doing their thing, or tarot consultants. I don't like to call them readers, to tell you the truth. They're consultants. People like, of course, Carrie Ann Ingram, and people like Levin University. These are people that are doing the work and consulting you. And some of them give you homework too. Lloyd Strahan gives homework sometimes also. And big up to Amira. They give homework also too, because anytime you finish doing a consultation with any of us, we give you a recording of something that you can look back and give yourself some temple work to do. Homework to do. Homework to do. Homework to do. Homework to do. Anything you do in a consultation, just like in the martial arts, they give us homework. Go kick 100 times, or do push-ups 300 times, or go do this lock on the left hand and the right hand side, and this kick on the left hand and right. It's all homework to build you. So today's lesson is the spiritual, physical, and numerovational importance of taking some quiet time. And I want to start the lesson right now. Those that are being a part of the homework, thank you very much, Kaya, and everybody that already sent their donation, that want that homework at the end of this lesson. We're going in. Let me remove the highlights. So these are notes that I took. These notes I took around 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't play, man. Shoot. Again, right now we're in the Lion's analytical gate. From my perspective, I don't even know if anybody came up with this yet. I know they probably still resonate with the 8-8 because it's 8/26 today. Today is Kiki Palmer's birthday. Happy birthday, Kiki Palmer. Her beautiful self. 8/26 However, this adds up to a number 34. And the significant meaning of this alignment 34 first, this alignment of 34 first, when you add that 8 plus that 26, add up to 34. In compound numerology, 34 is 34 is the same as 25. And 25 is the number, if you read my book, Numerovation, is the symbol of strength, experience, observation, strife, and trials in the early parts of your life is more than likely, and endurance deals with love, freedom, mastery, and mystery. Also, it's a law of attraction number, but it also can be a perfectionist number because it can be very sensitive if they don't get things done the way they want to do, especially when people connected to that number 7 energy. Intellectual, scientific, spiritually guided. So each one of them days add up to 1 added up to 16, 1 added up to 25, 1 added to 34. Each one of them days add up to a 7, which is spiritually guided if you're willing to pay attention. So this whole Lion's Gate frequency is about spiritual guidance. But because you're dealing with the 8, 8 plus the 8, 20, 24, it adds up to a number 6. It breaks down all together to a number 6 that deals with the healing, balance, and forgiveness factor also. After you've done the necessary analytical and research of yourself and who you need to heal, what you need to heal, and do people need to forgive you at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day, that 6 deals with the ma'atic balance, the need, the scale of balance, truth, justice, reciprocity, forgiveness, finding harmony in whatever you do. So this Lion's Gate should have taught you something. This Lion Gate definitely have taught me something, not only from the award show, but to the gathering of the masters and also to the Invest Fest. And then next week with Brother Richard, he's going to do that double Dutch thing. That's going to teach me something again about having fun, analyzing and having fun, analyzing some of your children, especially because now that it adds up to 8 plus the 26, add up to that 34, 3 is the number of the child. There's 3 numbers in the study of numerology. That is the childish number, the number that keeps a youthful self about themselves. They keep a youthful attitude. That's the 1, the 5, and the 3. Notice that every one of the Lion's Gate had the youthful number in it when I added the way I wanted to add it. 16, the 1 is the lead. 25, 5 is the closer. 3 is the lead. All youthful numbers in numerology. So it says even doing your spiritual work, you have to be able to unlearn, to relearn, because most of our children, all of our children, don't know nothing or don't remember anything as they're coming through. So they have to relearn or learn what your mother and father had to offer you, what your family. So that youthful energy is important because it's about you learning and being creative and being imaginative, going back to your imagination. So this Lion Gate was supposed to pull that out of you too. But you got to analyze it and reflect on your past of your children, or what you learned as a child when you wasn't afraid of anything. I wasn't afraid of fire until somebody taught me fire looked beautiful to me. How many of you when you was young used to love to look at fire? Put a fire number 1 in the chat. The fire, put a number 1 with the fire sign in the chat. How many of you, when you was young, used to love to look at the candle? And anytime the stove went on, you went like this because the stove sounded like. How many of you used to love the candles, love fire, love campfires, love all of that? Because that is a youthful energy. That's an energetic. These are the only 2 fire numbers. 5 is an air number alongside the number 4, but those are the youthful numbers. The 1, 3, and 5 are the youthful numbers. This is real talk, man. I used to love fire. I still love fire. To this day, I burn candles and all. I love fire. To this day. Fire burn. Fire burn. I still love fire. So each one of the 2 out of 3 of the The youthful numbers are fire numbers, and the other one is the air. We know air feeds fire. It helps to keep the fire going. We need air. That's why people be fanning the fire. Fanning the fire when you're burning or starting a fire in the woods. You're fanning the fire because you want it to burn, because fire needs air. And air needs fire to be reminded. It's a reminder. So let's go into the lessons. I wanted to break down 34 from her perspective first before I go into the lessons. 34 governs order, steady growth. We're in the alignment of the 34. 8 plus 26 equals 34. It governs order, steady growth, and patient approach to manifesting your goals. You are attracted to the hidden mysteries of life. This is a good time. All of those 7 energies that it add up to, those deals with the mystery of life, the occult, because occult only means mystery. Don't get all spooky with it. Only means mystery. Simple meaning. You are attracted to the hidden mysteries of life. You have a way of combining the creative in an organized way to elevate your understanding and mindset. So this is a good time to elevate all through this lion gate. And now that you're in the analytical lion's gate, you got to not only analyze where you're going, meditate on where you're going, but manifest, because it still adds up to the manifestation number of 7. And Virgo's just helping you to lay the foundation while you're communicating clearly, because it's a communicating and earth number that lays foundation, and it's an analyzing number. You got to analyze what you do. Very important. You learn from the past well, and you are a quick thinker. So in that 34 energy, you have to learn from the past, and you have to be a quick thinker and an excellent planner, because if you don't plan, you plan to fail. Each one of them has a representation of each effect of that. But the main plan and failure number is the number 16, because it brings fatality if you don't use it correctly and if you don't plan for the future, according to the studies again. Boom. So let's get into the lessons before I get on the board. Man, I'm feeling good. I'm teaching my daughter about fire. Yes, please teach your daughter. Teach your daughter about because one thing, the mistake that I made years ago with fire is that I thought I can light a match. I got so intrigued with the lighter and matches when I was younger. I almost burnt my grandmother's house down. Let me be honest. I almost burnt my grandmother's house down, which her building added up to a 6. And my challenge number is the number 6. And so guess what? If my challenge numbers are number 6, and that was the house that we lived in, my number is the challenge to the number 6 also, to the house. So I almost burnt the house down because I was a challenge to that number 6 in that house. And when I looked at it, I said, oh, I was a little boy. I was probably like 6, 7 years of age. And I'm here trying to light a match under the bed. And back in those days, the bed had cloth. The bed under the bed had cloth that led to cotton and all that. And it just took a blaze. So I had to crawl from under the bed, and I went running into the kitchen and said, I was so nervous to tell them that I started a fire under the bed. Nobody was in the bed. I didn't try to burn nobody else, but they lift up. When they started smelling, so we smell smoke in here. What you do? What you do? And they picked up the bed and just started pouring water on it. And water on it. So yeah, I never forget. I was so nervous because everybody got nervous, but I got nervous because I seen the fire just go like this. Whoosh! It started taking. So I had to climb, push myself from under the bed. I slid under that bed and ran into the kitchen and said, something's going on. But yeah, I never forget that. I almost burned down my grandmother's house back in Crown Heights back in the day. Lord have mercy. So all right, let's get into the lesson. I'm sorry. I'm 45 minutes in. I know. Thank you very much. Thank you, Universal Space. Thank you very much for sending me your email. Thank you. Those again who want to for temple work, homework, alignment, assignment, circulate 1111 or 2222, PayPal or Cash App, but you got to put your email if you want the homework assignment. If you want the homework assignment, you got to put your email in the description of Cash App or PayPal so I can send it to you. And I'll send it to you after this program. So let's get right into the lesson. Let's go. Yeah, stop playing with the fire after watching the movie Bustin' Loose with Richard Pryor. You stupid. That's terrible. Don't talk about Richard Pryor. Yeah, I was young. I was young when I did it. I was young when I almost burnt down the house. I was like 7 years of age, 6, 7. Yeah, about 6, 7. Yeah, before we moved out, because I moved out around 8 of age and all that craziness happened. So let's go to the lesson, King Simon's notes. And remember, these notes are always in the description. So you could always look back in the description of all my videos that I'm doing lessons. I just really started doing it, putting my notes in. But this time, just make sure you look back at the lessons. And now I got notes in there for y'all to look back at. Okay, so quiet time is essential for both spiritual, physical well-being and physical well-being. So here are some reasons why. Spiritual importance. We're going with the spiritual, and then we go into the physical importance. Hold on, let me turn on my fan over here. Let me turn on my fan. Number one, spiritual importance, connection with inner self. Most of us already know this. Some of y'all already know this already. So in order to connect with your inner self, you got to take some quiet time. Quiet time helps connect with your inner self, fostering self-awareness and introspection. Very important for yourself. I have to take time for us. And don't let people disrespect your space and you have to show them that there's certain boundaries that you have to lay in front of people. Like, look, there's certain times, like for me, after a major event, a whole weekend event, and some people have felt this from me, my family has felt this, I will shut down after a major event, especially if I'm the MC and if I'm doing a lot, running around, promoting, doing whatever I got to do. I will shut down for a whole day, whole night. I jump back up, but I shut down, and I just want to be at peace. I might want to watch television. I just want to be under the covers, just chilling, or just on the couch. I fell asleep on the couch. I've been in and out of sleep since I came from the Invest Fest. I was in and out of sleep watching Average Joe with my boy, who's a friend of mine who followed me, Dion Cole. Big up to comedian Dion Cole. Big up to him. So connection with inner self. Quiet time helps connect with your inner self, fostering self-awareness and introspection. Number 2, meditation and reflection. This is very important, family. Quiet time allows for meditation, reflection, and contemplation, deepening your spiritual practices. Whatever you're practicing, every scripture that you ever read, every spiritual guru that you ever heard of, every prophet that you ever heard of, meditated and reflected. So whatever spiritual practice, you ain't got no excuse. I don't care if you just practicing the religion of rock or Jeff or Beyonce. Whatever you practice, you got to have some quiet time and some meditation and reflection. I got a ministry of numerovation for a reason, because you can meditate and vibrate under your own personal number. So I'm going under number 1, the tone of the 1. 1, 19. You can vibrate under your own number or break it down to the single digit number. 2, 3, 4. You can vibrate on your own number. If it adds up to that single digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Vibrate on it. Meditate on it. Reflect on what 9 means from different interpretation. Don't settle for just mine or Lloyd or anybody. Study all of them and apply them. I'm not afraid to share this wealth. Quiet times allow for meditation, reflection, and contemplation, deepening your spiritual practice. Number 3, inner peace and calm. Quiet time cultivates inner peace and calm, reducing stress and anxiety. There's a reason why I put it under these different numbers, because 3 rules: anxiety, nervous breakdowns. 2 rules: companionship and the need to find I gave the companionship between meditation and reflection. 1 rules that inner self, that self energy. me, myself, and I. That's what the one rule. So notice that everything I put it under has a mathematical reason why I put it under that number. So the number 3 deals with inner peace and calm, because 3s need that. People born on the 3rd, people born on the 12th, the 21st, the 30th of the month need to calm their assets down. Like Umar Johnson, he born on the 21st. Sometimes he got to be in his peace and his calm. I know he likes to talk and chat him out up. But that brother has to be willing to take his energy sometimes and meditate and calm it down. So if he's watching, I suggest that for you all the time. Because he believes I'm a hater of his. I've never been a hater of Umar. As a matter of fact, when I seen that Umar was sick and suffering from being overweight and a little bit obese, I gave him a DVD to Dr. Africa and told him to contact Dr. Africa. At a church, he was breathing and sweating and doing all kinds when he was in his early stage. So I've bought all of his books. I've bought his t-shirts and I've worn. So I've never been a hater. But me and him, because of some crazy stuff that he said to me in front of his audience, I say, you know what? I'm staying away, especially after I bought a $50 book from you. I stayed away from him because I've never been a hater for him. But he pins me together with Sarnetta and Polite and all that. But that's cool. You could do that if you want. But I've always came out of support and bought his books and gave it to my children. So I know how that works. But I'm talking about his number. That number 3 energy has to be very careful of overstressing themselves. They got to learn to reduce it through inner peace and calm, reducing their stress and anxiety. Number 4, listening to intuition. Because 4 is a thinking number, it goes within. People born on the 4th, people born on the 13th, people born on the 22nd, people born on the 31st of the month. Listening from your intuition in your quiet times helps. Quiet time helps listen to your intuition, guiding you towards your highest goal. So people born under 4, although in my book, it's a number, one of the primary numbers of depression, you're really supposed to meditate by going within and then be willing to bring it out so you can represent the highest good of the number 4, because it's a building number. Number 5, reconnection to nature. Remember, 5 is a freedom-loving number. So you want to be able to reconnect to nature and find connect to the air and the earth and everything around it. So quiet time in nature helps reconnect with the natural world, promoting, 5 is a promoting number, promoting a sense of oneness. Number 5 is a promotional number. It promotes a sense of oneness. That's why I made it 5. I tell you, I'll be doing research and adding the numbers to it. If you look back at all my lessons, you'll notice that. That was just that. So I just gave y'all 5 different. 5 represents power and refinement in the 5% nation. So I just gave you 5. Now I'm going to give you the physical importance. Physical importance of quiet time. Reduce stress. Quiet time reduces stress hormones, promoting relaxation and calm. Number 2, improve sleep. Regular quiet time can improve sleep quality, essential for physical health. Come on now, we need to take time for ourselves. Number 3, boosted immune system. Quiet time can help boost the immune system by reducing stress and promoting relaxation. All of this is so important, family. Number 4, increase productivity. Build those numbers again. It's about building. Quiet time can improve focus. That's that number 4 again. Concentration. That's that number 4. And productivity, because 4 is the foundation laying number about building. Quiet time can improve focus, because one thing about people born under that 4 energy, they are very hard worker and can be very focused in what they got to do, concentrating in what they want to do. That's very important for them. Hold on one second. I just dropped something. Number 5. Physical relaxation. Quiet time allows your body to relax, reduce muscle tension, and promoting physical well-being. I put that under number 5 only because 5 can be all over the place. They want to do so much. They want to do too much. They got their freedom to do with it. But I put that physical relaxation because 5 people born on that 5, got 14 or that 23, got to take time for themselves sometimes because they could do a whole lot. They could be doing too much. And it is a nerve number. It's also 3 and 5 are the anxiety numbers. And both of them are nerve numbers. So they can suffer from nervous breakdowns, nervous issues, anxiety. So physical relaxation for everybody, but people connected to the 5 or have a whole lot of 5 in their names, like I do. Quiet time allows your body to relax, reduce muscle tension, and promoting physical well-being. Remember, quiet time is essential for balancing your spiritual and physical needs. Regularly take time to quiet your mind, listen to your heart, and nourish your body. This is very interesting part, this part that I'm going to highlight and put in my thing here. Why? Because Dr. Delbert Blair, the late great Dr. Delbert Blair, did us a solid back in the day. Before he transitioned, he gave us 2 meditation methods. And I want everybody to take the time out because they still have those meditation methods on his website. I think they still have those meditation methods on his website. This is Dr. Blair's website you see right here. This is Dr. Blair's website right here on the bottom. The metacenter2.com or metacenterchicago.com. A lot of his tapes, he used to give us this thing called the sun meditation. Blue Pill used to be in that class with us. Monique from Nicholas, we used to do it at Monique's spot, and we used to do it at the Marcus Garvey Center. And I believe we did it at we did it at the National Black Theater. We did it 3 times with Dr. Blair. He gave us the sun meditation, where we had to imagine the sun in our mind. And then we had to take the sun from out the top of our mind throughout our whole body. Then he did the organ meditation, where he helped us and allow us to tap into the frequency, being like right now, because I've been doing those practices for so many years. I can still, when I'm talking to you, when I'm on the streets, wherever I am, I can still hear my frequency, which I was created on because of Dr. Blair. I can still calm down and listen to my blood flow and my heartbeat because of Dr. Blair. Going through my pulmonary gland and all that and the primary glands in my heart, I can still do that because of Dr. Blair's meditation. So make sure you check out his website or check out Dr. Blair on YouTube anytime you get a chance. One of the elders that I used to bring in, I was the last to bring him into New York back in the day before he transitioned. I was the last to bring Dr. Africa into New York before he transitioned. I was one of the last MCs, part of the Dr. Sabi when he came in before he transitioned. Because our brother, Mr. G, brought him into New York the last time, but he put me on stage to do my thing. So I was there for the last of a lot of these people, man. It's deep. I've been there for the last of a lot of people, man, especially the elders. So go check it. So why this meditation is so important? Yo, when I tell you, every one of you can hear your frequency right now, but you're cluttered. It's a fine frequency beyond all this, beyond my voice, beyond your music that you play. Even when I was in the Invest Fest, while I was at the Gathering of the Masters, while I was at the war show, I always hear my frequency. And when I need to meditate on it, my frequency starts to turn up. So when I'm in quiet spaces, my frequency when your mother and your father met together, that big bang created a frequency. That sperm and that ovum came together. You may not have heard the bang, but it was a frequency that it created. A new frequency. And each and every one of you and every entity that you ever seen is created on a frequency. That's why me and Star always have our little debate from Star Report. Is God a frequency? We always get into it. But he kind of understands, and I understand from my perspective. So big up to Star from Star Report. Him and I be getting into those type of deep conversation, because remember what the acronym STAR means. Strange things and revelations. That's what STAR means from Star Report. I know him for that long. Strange things and revelations, because Star, like myself, will sit in our own house and talk to ourselves and have a full conversation with ourselves. And it's not crazy. I'm really talking to my ancestors within me. That's why I talk. That's what makes me want to do this every day. People notice me coming on consistently every day, giving you a lesson about numerovation and its connection to you and words, because that's what my spirit is telling me to do in my 11 personal year cycle. So now after the lesson, I'm going to be giving everybody a homework assignment. Those that look on the bottom here, you have to circulate Cash App and PayPal. Circulate, because the more you circulate, the more you get back. And you're going to receive something in the email. But remember, in the Cash App and PayPal description, please put an email in it so I can email it to you after the show. I'm going to do a bulk email. So it'll be a black carbon copy, so everybody won't have each other's email. You're just going to get it from me. And the email that you will receive it from, look out for this email. askthenumerovator@gmail. That's the email that you're going to get your homework or temple assignment from. Just want to make sure everybody's clear, because I'm not into the bull crap. Now let's go to the numerovational perspective of it. Remember, I already broke down the new Lions Gate that we're in right now on August the 26th. We're in the Lions Analytical Gate because we're in the Virgo now. The Lions Gate was the main Lions Gate was 8-8, which eats up to 16. The second Lion Gate was 8-17. 1 + 7 = 8, equals 25. This Lion Gate is the 34 energy. Communication energy. These are two communication numbers. So it's about inner communication, external communication, but what you internally communicate with yourself by taking on that quiet time. Because what I learned is that the consonants of this whole word, the outer aspect of this particular word, these two words, equals the number 16, which is a 7. So 7 is the number of meditation, going within, doing deeper introspection about your inner self. So when you're taking time for the quiet time, 1 and 6 is the creative balance aspect and adds up to a 7, which deals with the reflection of what you've been through and where you're going and what you want to do. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you? Where are you going to? Your quiet time helps to reveal it, because 7 is a revelatory number. Quiet time, the consonants of the quiet time adds up to a number 13. Mental numbers, both mental numbers. So you have to go into your mind's eye. The single digit eye, not the double digit, because the third eye is the original first eye. So 4 and 7 are the meditative, deeply thinking numbers. So you don't go there in a negative manner. You go there in a productive, building, and introspective manner. So it can help you, propel you to take you into higher levels, because at the end of the day, the word quiet time adds up to the master number 11. I can't make this stuff up. 11, after you go through your quiet time, 11 is the spiritual number, the spiritual awakening, the spiritual awareness between the equilibrium between the physical and the spiritual realm. Let's go to her book and talk about the number 11 if we could. I like going to different perspectives. I don't care. I like to tap into other people's perspective because it's similar to mine. They have their own perspective. What does she say about the number 11? She says 11 is the supreme balance. Thus, as a number 11 symbolizes both the seen and the unseen, which needs to be brought into equilibrium. So when you are in your quiet time, you need the seen and the unseen to be brought into one equilibrium. So you'll understand the divine movements that you got to be making after you go through your time, the quiet time. That's why you have to consistently go into your quiet time so you can find the divine alignment that you're going into. So people that want the homework, I'm not playing with you when I give you these homeworks, these alignment assignments. I've given another friend of mine the royal alignment assignment because that person wants to be in a certain circle. So I want to make sure that you are not one of those perpetrators that's playing games. So if you're not a perpetrator that's not playing games, then you will do the assignment. It's not for me. It's really for you. It's not about me. I'm telling you. Anything that I give you, anything that I say on my channel is really about you, taking care of you. And then when you take care of you, you can take care of your family, and the family can take care of their family, and you can take care of that. That's how I'm about. That's all I'm about. So again, that number 11, what else does she say about that number 11? She says, as a master number, that frequency is being asked to master something on a higher level. For the 11, the vibration is mastering listening to your inner voice. So when you're in your quiet time, because the words quiet time, one adds up to 27, which is a 9, one adds up to 20, which is a 2, equals 11, or 27 plus 20 equals 47, which is 11. It's telling you, you got to master your inner self and listening impeccably to your inner self. Be an impeccable listener, like Queen Afua wrote that new book and journal called Impeccable Listening. Go get it. It's on Amazon. That can be a good guide for you too. Impeccable listening. Some of us need it. We need to learn to listen impeccable, not to just the conversation that you're having with your children or your mate or your friend, but listen impeccably to your inner self and what it's guiding you to do. Because we're in the age of Aquarius. We're tipping it in and we're going in, and this is the age of the rebels with a cause. So you better be a rebel with the cause. Rebel with a cause without pause. The next thing, number 13, quiet time adds up to a number 13 in the Chaldean system. 13 is the number of power and dominance. So when you go into your quiet time, you're trying to develop the power of who you are so you can dominate who you are. But you have to do it from a spiritual perspective first in order for you to dominate on the physical perspective, which is the creative, expansive, and building aspect of the 1, 3, and the 4. It's all about creativity, expanding, and building. Because if you're not creative and you're not willing to expand, then you start going backwards. Because these numbers are either here for you to spiral up, spiral down, and some of y'all remain complacent, where y'all are comfortable where you at. I'm comfortable. I don't want to go no bigger than where I am. I don't want to be better. I'm fine where I'm at. Oh, Lord, Jesus wants me right here. This is where I'm going to stay for the rest of my days. I'm going to retire and never reinvent myself. We don't retire. We reinvent into something that we love to do. I reinvented from security. I reinvented from doing radio. I reinvented from doing regular television back in the day. I've done C-SPAN and BCAT and all that. I reinvented myself online, this time as the Numerovator. When I was on major radio, television shows, and hosting big shows, reinvention is all in my book here. No promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. It's all in the book. It's all in the book. This is like a little autobiography from a promotional perspective, to tell you the truth. That's like a little autobiography for the. Oh, ladies, let me give y'all a rose, ladies. Would y'all like a rose, lady? Here's my red, gold, and green, red back and green rose. How y'all doing? All the ladies in the house say ow. Put the word ow in the. All the ladies in the house say ow. Here it is. Here's a rose for you, baby. Here's a rose, my red, black, and green rose. All right, all the ladies in the house say ow. Yeah, see, I used to rock the club. Y'all can tell I used to rock the club. So, before I finish, remember the vowels, the inner aspect. I gave you the consonants. I gave you the full expression, the vowels of the words. Quiet time equals a number 13. Again, that power number comes in. Remember, the vowels represents the inner, the heart's value of what you want, because in most ancient languages or older languages, they don't have vowels in it. In Hebrew, they don't have vowels. You have to add it. Arabic, they don't have vowels. They have to add it. So the vowels represents the inner aspect of the words or your name, the inner urge of what you really came to do from an internal perspective. So the inner urge of quiet time is to find the power, but be willing to internally build it. And then it adds up to a number 9 in the Chaldean, and 9 is the humanitarian higher level of understanding and understanding of yourself intuitively. Let me say it right. Intuitively. Whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. So it's very important. The inner aspect of quiet time. It's and again, I told people about the expression. The expression is when you add up all the numbers in one word, you add up all the numbers and you get one word, one number out of it. Two numbers might show up out of it, and then one single. The consonants represents the outer aspect. Consonants are the Q, the T, the M. Those are the consonants. The vowels is the A, E, I, O, U. The vowels represents the inner aspect of words and names. The alignment, different from the alignment number that you get from a month and a day when you add that up, which is called the pinnacle, sometimes the first pinnacle, sometimes it's called an achievement number. I call it the alignment. That's my own word. Alignment of the two systems, when I added the 11 plus the 4, or let's say the 2 plus the 4, because 1 plus 1 equals 2, which is 11. 1 plus 1 equals 2, but adds up to the 6. So in your quiet time, because of the connection between the two, most numerologists will not do that. They will not add the Pythagorean with the Chaldean, although from my perspective, I find a new distinct meaning that can give a combinational connection between the two, and that's the number 6. In your quiet time will bring healing. 6 is the number of healing, balance, forgiveness. In your quiet time, that's where you're going to find forgiveness, truth, justice, reciprocity, healing, because I combined the two. And even if I added up 11, even if I added up 11 plus the 4, it adds up to 15, which is a 6. So it's still giving me another perspective. Even if I added up 47 plus 31, if I added up 47 plus 31, 47 plus 31 equals 40. Oh, sorry. 47 plus 31 equals 78. And when you add that 7 plus that 8 equals 15. So it's going to come right back to the 6 regardless. But we're breaking it down to the single digit number, which is called phatic. That's the phatic method. When you're breaking it down to a single digit number, it's called the phatic, F-A-D-I-C method. When you're breaking anything down to a single digit, the only thing they don't require you to break down to a single digit number is the master numbers. But me, I do say break it down, because sometimes people that think they're masters have not graduated to masterhood yet. So they automatically drop down to the number 2. The 2 will help you get to your mastery, because 2 is that frequency that allows you to connect not only intuitively as you're growing into your mastery, but it also helps you to be in companionship with the other realm, also the physical and the spiritual realm, because here you got the curve on the number 2 represents the feminine aspect. The line on the bottom represents the masculine aspect, according to flow line numerology. So you're bringing the balance together when you're resonating with the 2 to climb up to be a master one day, especially if you're born on the 11th. So sometimes you automatically go down to the 2. So a lot of people like to run up on me and say, oh, my master number 11, King Simon. Oh, my master number 22. Yo, King Simon, I'm 33. Yo, I don't wish for that type of pressure. I'll tell you the truth. I don't wish for that pressure. But I do have 11 in my chart and 22 in my chart. But I know the importance of using the lesser frequency of it so I can build myself to become the 11 or the 22. Or the 33. I know the importance, because a lot of us want to go straight. We want to microwave it. When in actuality, in order for you to become a master, you got to go through your 10,000 hours or your 20,000 hours or your 100,000 hours. This is real talk. So on that note, I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh and talk some knowledge, the kind of knowledge you will never find in college. And this topic today was inspired by this book. I want to share this book right now. This topic, Quiet Time. And I'm going to read it from the book. I'm going to read, because I use this as a daily reminder. I read this book as a daily reminder. And it's on page 69, and it's the 26th chapter. All right. It's from this book called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. It's All Small Stuff by Richard Carlson, PhD. Don't sweat the small stuff. Take a picture of the book. Go get it. I put it on my Instagram too. I put it in my Instagram stories. Don't sweat the small stuff. And this is based on a man that was in the hospital laid up. And that's when he wrote the book after he wrote this, after he was laid up in the hospital and almost died. And he wrote this book after he came out of that whole situation. That's what I recall when Les Brown was talking about it. Let me read what he said about set aside quiet time every day. Every day set aside, not just one day, not this next week, not just last week. Set aside quiet time. Set aside quiet time. Set aside quiet time. Please do that. Set aside quiet time. The person who wrote Impeccable Listening is Queen Afua. Queen Afua wrote the book Impeccable Listening. Go look it up. Queen Afua. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all. Let me read to you what he says. He says, as I begin to write this tragedy, it's exactly 4:30 in the morning, my favorite time of day. I still have at least an hour and a half before my wife and my children get out of bed and the phone begins to ring. At least an hour before anyone can ask me to do anything. It's absolutely silent outside and I'm in complete solitude. There is something rejuvenating and peaceful about being alone and having some time to reflect, work, or simply enjoy the quiet. I've been working in the stress management field for well over a decade. In that time, I've met some extraordinary people. I can't think of a single person whom I would consider to be inwardly peaceful who doesn't carve out at least a little quiet time virtually every day. Whether it's 10 minutes of meditation or yoga, spending a little time in nature, or locking the bathroom door and taking a 10-minute bath. Quiet time to yourself is a vital part of life. Like spending time alone, it helps to balance the noise and confusion that infiltrates much of our day. Personally, when I set aside quiet time for myself, it makes the rest of my day seem manageable. When I don't, I really notice the difference. There's a little ritual that I do that I've shared with many friends. Like many people, I drive to and from my office on a daily basis. On my way home from work, as I get close to my driveway, I pull my car over and stop. This is a nice spot where I can spend a minute or two looking at the view for closing my eyes and breathing. It slows me down and helps me feel centered and grateful. Look at those words, centered and grateful. I've shared this strategy with dozens of people who used to complain about having no time for quiet. They would speed into their driveway with the radio blaring in their ears. Now, with a simple shift in their action, they enter their homes feeling much more relaxed. This is what he says in the book, chapter 26. Powerful book. Simple ways to keep the little things from taking over your life. It's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. Very good title. Very good book. Getting that book for my besties. Oh, that's so nice. Go ahead, Nikki. Get it for your best. Yeah, man. Circulate it. Go get it. I'm not making no money from these books that I show you. I show you books all the time. I just know that sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. I learned that from people like Bobby and people like Panic, people like Phil, people like Queen of Four. They share information. Dr. Africa shared information with me. Told me what books to read or what book to look up or what to look up. So that book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, it's going to be I keep it near my bedhead. So this is going right back upstairs. I don't like to sweat small things that I don't have control over. I ain't got no time for it. So everybody that circulated and put their email in, look out for an email in the next hour. Everybody is going to get this the homework assignment that I have coming to you after this lesson. And I'm going to see if I'm going to do it at least. I'm going to do it probably once a month or once every. I'm not going to do it every day. I'm not going to do it every time I do it. I'll have the lessons, but I won't have a homework. It's up to you to do your own homework. But something told me to do homework for this particular one right here. Temple work, alignment assignment. That's what I want to call it from now on. The alignment assignment. The alignment assignment. And yes, you're required to circulate what I said, donate 1111 or up to 2222, because I take my time out. This is my fun work for me. And when you go to work, you like to get paid, just like when I go to work, I like to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I like to get paid. I don't work for free. Unless it's just to what I want to do. I don't work for free. And you shouldn't work for free. Don't you? If you got a talent and a gift, like James Brown said, you should never be broke. Let me say it from the, let me yell like Umar Johnson. You should never be broke. If you got a talent, a skill, and a gift, you should never be broke. If you agree with that statement by James Brown, put the number 1 in the chat. If you agree with that statement by James Brown, if you got a talent, gift, or skill, you should never be broke. If you agree with that statement, put the number 1 in the chat. James Brown said it. I'm not claiming it. I'm not claiming it. Not going to claim it like some people claim that this is their knowledge and that's their knowledge. Nah, I ain't doing that. James Brown said that. And James Brown was one of the most talented people on the planet. I just shared a thing with him that he had to create he created soul music. He took what he got from Bach and Mendelssohn. He mentioned that. It's on my IG. He mentioned that. He created soul music and he did it his way. He did it his way. Matter of fact, I'm going to watch the James Bond movie right after we get off. Get all that. Because I study movie and I learn. And Chadwick was my boy. Chadwick, we trained martial arts. We was in the dojo with Chadwick. I did a brief consultation in the dojo of Brooklyn for Chadwick Boseman. And I told him about his stomach area and to be aware of that. The colon area, the lower extremities of his body. And sure enough, he transitioned from colon cancer. It's not my fault. I told him about it. But if you're not listening and you don't pay attention to the guidance, then there could be problems along the way. Let's be real. But remember, he kept silent. So he was going through this for a long time. It's just that when I pointed it out, Chadwick said, yo, you're on point, King Simon. He said, you're on point. And I got 2 witnesses that said that. He said, you're on point, King. He said, just like that, you're on point, King. He looked at me with his eyes open wide. Chadwick, the late great, and his transitional ceremony is coming up on the 28th of this month when I'm interviewing what's my brother Supernova Islam. I'm going to mention that during that interview about Chadwick Boseman. I'm going to do a little slide presentation with him before we bring on our brother what's his name, Supernova Islam. All right, family. So everybody that did circulate the donation, I will send it. And anybody that after circulates the donation, I will send you the homework. So if you even circulated while I'm off the line, I'm still going to send you the homework. I got to send it to you. I need y'all to have this. I need y'all to put this work in. So I'm going to send y'all the homework right after I get off. And because y'all need it and I need it, because I anything you see me send you, I've done in my past. I've done it. Anything you see, I send you. I'm not one of those people that's going to do what I say and not what I mean. Do what I mean, do what I say and not do what's that saying? Do as I say and not what I do. Right. I'm going to do it. I like homework. When I was a child, I didn't like too much of it. Only if it was math and science related. That's what I was connected to more. But as you can see, I'm into metaphysical science. So, math and science related, boom, I'm with it. All right, so on that note, let me close out and get ready to start sending y'all everything that I need. Remember, Quiet time is essential for balancing your spiritual and physical need. Regularly take time to quiet your mind, listen to your heart, and nourish your body. Thanks to people like Dr. Blair that reminded us to do that. Thank you, Dr. Blair, for all that you offered us, man. Remember, those that are new to my channel, I got 2 different channels. This channel does interview. My other channel only does numerology, the Numerovation Nation. If you want to go binge watch my Numerovation Nation, go ahead and binge watch that. Or you can go into my membership on Patreon or go to my membership on YouTube and get some exclusive stuff if you want. All right. Boom. Remember, Wednesday we have our dear friend, my dear friend, the beautiful one herself. We will have Supernova Slam with us. Supernova Slam, Queen of Full Sun. Men, I want y'all to share this with the brothers that's with you, man. Man, the importance of healing yourself. We need y'all to heal yourself, brothers. We need y'all to heal, and we need sisters that want our brothers to heal. If you don't want your men or your children to heal, then get rid of them. Leave them alone. Let them go. Send them to their daddy. And sometimes going to their daddy will help them. What I find with our sisters sometimes is that they got a problem with giving up their children to their father. After he's been raised with you for 7 years, maybe till 12, 13 years is the rites of passage age. You should give him to the father. Give him to the daddy. Even if you feel that he's no good, even if you feel that the father is no good, you need the son to learn for himself that the father is no good, because his experience with daddy might not be, your experience with daddy might not be his experience with daddy. And you got to let them experience that. Disrespectful. That's disrespectful. And I noticed that. You want to hold on to your brother, you like a set and a saw. Holding on to a child. Y'all want to replicate that son on that mother's lap for the rest of your life. That's why it's in antiquity. You don't think that son grew up? And when his father died, you don't think he went looking for his father too? That whole story about Asa and Asad and Haru, that's a whole story. Asa got killed by his brother. Asad went looking for the 13 pieces, couldn't find the penis. The whole story. We're always abandonment issue stories. Jesus was abandoned. This person was abandoned. Superman was abandoned. Stop with the abandonment issues. Stop pushing that narrative. Everything is abandoned. Leaving the father. Don't give him to the father. Don't do it. You're just like your father. He gonna end up doing some similar stuff like his father anyway. What's wrong with y'all? Oh man, you don't do that. And then your child start disrespecting you and hating you. I went through that with my father. My children went through that with me. Leaving and going away. Sometimes a man has to leave to find his right state of mind, because sometimes we don't realize how much sometimes things with the feminine energy can push a lot of male energy away, when in actuality you're supposed to complement our energy, not push us away. So I got to go into my quiet time a lot. That's why I've been divorced 3 times. I got to go into my quiet times, period. Still maintain friendship, still maintain connection to my children, but I got to go into my own quiet times. I ain't got no time for the foolishness. And sometimes your own children won't even come and find out why you did this, or want to find out why you did this, or find out your life story, because they're so caught up in their own life story and what their mama taught them. That's why I understand what 50 Cent was saying yesterday at Invest Fest. He's focusing on the child that he can control. He can't control the older child, because the older child acting like his mama. Especially if you're giving him a certain amount a year, a month, and you still want more, and you're not turning and flipping that money. 50 Cent give over $7,500 or $6,800 to his son monthly, or even up to probably even more than that. And he still want more because he don't want to work. Oh, that's that bull crap. Oh, we ain't doing that. I'm gonna be a billionaire. I'm gonna show them. I'm I'm gonna be a billionaire. And they're gonna play that game if they want. Play that game if you want. Nah, you better learn. If any money I give you, you better learn how to flip it. Any information I give you, you better learn how to flip it. Any information they study after I transition, you better learn how to flip it for your perspective, for your lifetime. Flip it, because this numerology and all this stuff will never go out of season, because it's a guiding apparatus. It's here to guide people. I was in a conversation with my son, and he started throwing the number 3 at me and talking about his life path in the 3, and I could be a little scattered. I said, just because your life path is a 3, you don't live on the scattered energy of the 3. You live on the expansive energy. And he stopped and said, you know what, you're right. You can't be throwing numbers at me and you don't think I know how to break down the duality of it. How dare you? My son, one of my sons, he knows the numbers. He studied my books. Oh, the number 3 is scattered and reckless and all that. So what? You gonna live in the reckless realm, or you gonna get into the expansive and growing world and the manifestation realm of number 3? Don't tell me you're gonna live in the reckless. Oh, it's scattered. I'm a scattered energy. 3 is scattered. No, you're not the numbers. I'm not a number. None of y'all watching me is a number. The numbers came through. You was born under that frequency to be guided by the numbers. You are not the numbers. When you leave, your spirit is not number 1, number 2, number 31. No, it's here. You're born through that frequency to be guided by it. And if no numerologists tell you that, they BSing you. You are not the sign. You are not the zodiac. You are not the number. You are not the cardology. Those are frequencies, vibrations, and symbols that came to guide you, not hold you back. And if you want to live on the lower frequency of it, that's you doing it to yourself, because we gave you the higher frequency and we give you the lower frequency because numbers are objective. They're not subjecting you to do anything that bullcrap. Never. Numbers don't even care if you believe in them. They're going to work behind the scenes. And you'll see the patterns, cycles, and sequences of them all the time. Every time. I don't care what matter you're in. Whether you're going to spiral up in it or spiral down, that's up to you. Or you're going to be complacent and just be on that hamster wheel, just running that hamster wheel. I ain't got no time for that. Y'all can't play with me. My children don't play with me with that. You can't come to me like that. They can't come to me like that. Yeah, 50 Cent child living extra comfy. You know what I could do with 68? You know what I could do with $6,800 a month? I'll flip it into $10,000 a month, and then flip it into $20,000 a month, and then get to this is what I would do with 68. Pick up to 50. Man, I didn't get to meet him, but he gave us some good information while giving us jokes, because he's a comedian for real. He born the same day as Kevin Hart, so I see where he get that comical energy too, where he get that energy. So family, on the note, I just want to remind everybody, family, if y'all want to come and celebrate my 29 years in promotion and production, scan that QR code right now. Scan that QR code right now. Come and enjoy my 29 years of promotion and production. It's not my birthday. It's not an anniversary. It's a celebration of 29 years. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing my celebration. Dr. Sabi was one of the main ones that I did at my 14th celebration in promotion and production. So this one I have Ashwa Kwesi. Mira Kwesi might not come, depending if she can find people to take care of her elderly parents. We're doing a tribute to Dick Gregory in the early part. It's going to be an all day thing. All day. I already got some celebrity vendors. Raul is going to be vending. Q Reeves is going to vend. My man Jeff, Red Pill, Blue Pill is vending already. Brother Rich is going to be speaking briefly about Dick Gregory. Brother Dr. B is going to speak briefly about Dick Gregory. Tassili Ma'at is going to offer the libation. Lorenzo Sanford from Fela Kuti, drum musician, is going to be there. He's going to give a drum tribute to our brother Dick Gregory, because he inspired him. Red Pill and Blue Pill are going to give a brief presentation also. And Sister Golda, aka Sister High Heels, is going to be the connection between Dick Gregory and the Nation of Islam of that time. Oh yeah, it's going to be powerful. So scan this QR code. You got the early bird tickets right now at $35. September is going up to $45. October will be $55, and that's it. But if you take a picture of this, a snapshot of this, or bring any flyers that you see with this on it, You could bring it to the door and get $5 discount. That means it'll be $50 at the door. If you bring it at the door, $5 discount. I'll make sure my daughter-in-law takes it because she's handling the door for me. My sons will be doing security, and I'll also have some of Brother Richard's security that we had at the gathering of the master. Only 2 of them will be at the door doing the pat downs and searching. We're definitely going to search people to come in. We want to make sure Ashwa Kwesi and his wife, if she comes, is safe. Dr. B, want to make sure everybody there. Dr. B going to have his own security in the building real quick, so we're going to do what we got to do. All right. So make sure you scan this QR code. I want to see y'all in the place celebrating 29 years. The 30th is going to be in New York and in Georgia. The 30th next year is going to be in New York. I'm going to bring it to New York. I'm going to keep it in New York, not Georgia. I'm going to take it to New York in the 30th. I'm taking it, and it's going to be something big. I'm going to be something big. This is my 30th anniversary, a 30th celebration and promotion. That's going to be next year in 2025. I'm going to do something big in New York. I'm looking for a venue right now. I'm already and the speakers, and I'm going to do something big. I'm looking for something big. I'm looking for a college again. I'm looking for a college because we used to do St. Francis College. So we're looking for something big for for my 30th anniversary, my 30th celebration. Also, I just want to remind people that on I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. I got to big up Stream Master Gano Grills. I'll be there on the 30th, Friday, August the 30th. Stream Master Gano Grills, galacticus.com. Big up to him all the time. I spoke to him while I was with Khalil from Force MDs at the Invest Fest. We was talking on the phone. So make sure y'all support this event coming up. If you can make it, it's August 30th, 31st, or September 1st. You can go to all the days or just one day. Each one, you choose whatever you want, but just make sure you go to galacticus.com. Don't forget, I have this beautiful sister and actress coming in, Tomika Royale. She's a Cuban Puerto Rican. Big up to Cuban Puerto Rican American Boricua. El Cubano. I'm Jamaican and Cuban and Afro-Jamaican Cuban, so I know what it is. I can't wait to have her on the show. This is her first time coming to my show. On September 1st, she's starting off this number 9 energy, baby, because she's born May 19th. So I need her to be on there. I need her to be on her real healing vibe, because she got a whole business called Healing Hoods Corp. Make sure you check out her website or her Instagram, Healing Hoods Corp. And she's a tarot consultant. She does a lot of different things in the community, helping out our children, our young people. She got 5 children herself. Beautiful spirit, beautiful energy. All right. And also, I'm bringing my old friend back, Dr. Judge. Dr. Makiba Judge is going to be in the building. Overcoming imposter syndrome. Have you overcome your imposter syndrome, family? Some people, y'all got to overcome it. Overcome the empire and the fear of success. So I got Dr. Makiba Judge coming on September 8th, right after her birthday, September the 6th. And if you're into any form of martial arts, jiu-jitsu, 52s, Cali, whatever, swords, whatever you're doing. Arnice. Ooh, this is going to be fire. A tribute to the great, he's still alive, celebratory event for GM Lumumba Hernandez, man, the Sanukas man himself, one of Dr. Moses Powell's first champions to win, so big up to him. And then you have Soki Littlejohn, you have all of, but this is one of Dr. Moses Powell's first champion. And they're going to be doing a salute to all the women in Mastermind, the females of female masters. So it's going to be big. I see Professor Dominique in the fray and Diana. Oh man, there's going to be some crazy stuff in there. Got to go see that. Big up to Hakeem, Professor Hakeem. Also, big up to CarrieAnnIngram.com, CarrieAnnIngram.com. That's CarrieAnnIngram.com. Big up to Levin University. If you want cardology, astrology, or numerology, look, I'm here to share the wealth. Make sure you text Nina Diamond or Nina Dunham, Aquarius Maximus mom. That's Aquarius Maximus mom, her real biological mama. She came out of this mothership, 470-775-6438. That's 470-775-6434. Make sure you call her or text her. Tell her and tell her I sent you. All right. Levin University. Get it from all perspective, baby. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Get it from all perspective. Another sponsor, the one, the only, currently interviewing. Look, if you're looking for some work, you want to work from home, you tired of dealing out there in them streets with them people, you don't want to go to work for somebody else, and you want to work full-time, part-time, daily, whatever you want to do. They're currently interviewing work from home positions. Text the word hire me. Text the words hire me to 770-861-9906. That's 770-861-9906. Make sure you support them at anything that they do. Big up to her. She emailed me today, so big up to her. Big up to Lloyd Strayhorn, lloyd-strayhorn.com. Hit him up at 800-581-4401. He's one of our sponsors also, regular. And big up to Amira Consultant, the one, the only Reiki master yoga teacher, but she is a cartomancy special. She can come to your house, take your playing cards, and break you down. That's how good she is. 518, text her at 518-796-7638. All these modalities are very important for guidance. Very important for guidance. So make sure you take the time to be guided by everyone that I share right here on this platform. Support them because they took the time out to study, apply, and then guide people with it. All right. They took the time out. Lloyd being the eldest amongst us. That's one of our teachers. Most of us experience Lloyd throughout our life. So it is what it is. Big up to my son and his studio, recording, mixing, and mastering, Green Studio NYC, www.greenstudionyc.com. Make sure you get your recording and do your thing with them. All right. Boom. Don't forget, if you want to book a session with me, text me your full name and date of birth, and I will send you the double sessions that I do now. And I also give you a write-up at the end and email you the write-up of your name, either your first name if you're doing the 15-minute pre-recording, or the full name if you're doing the conversation with me. So text me your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And remember, this is only going to be till September 19th. Limited edition, limited offer. Right now, limited edition. Go get my mug, go get the t-shirt, go get the pendles, the healing pendles, the healing pendants, all of that, and also the journal. If you want to write, I got journals for you too, saying numero. So every time you look at that journal, you say numerovation. You look at your numbers, you go motivate with those numbers. All right. Don't forget, go to udemy.com and put in the word numerovation to take my 2-hour introductory course on Udemy. And don't forget, get all of my books on Amazon or Kindle. And remember, you can go to my Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. And of course, you can contact me through askthenumerovator@gmail.com. And if you want this hardcover book, limited edition, I'm also giving away Billy Carson books with every hardcover book that you purchase. If you purchase the hardcover for $88.88, I give you any one of the Billy Carson books that you want. Either Woke Doesn't Mean Broke, Epic of Humanity, Fractal Universe, and also the Compendium of the Emerald Tablets. You buy my book, you get a book for free. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing in this space. All right? Okay, family. Whew, man, that was beautiful. I had a good time with y'all. Man. Remember what Dr. B says. I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, and I'm thankful for my life. Go to his website, elevationtime.com, elevationtime.com. And remember what Dr. Blair used to say. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Family, it's been fun, but I have to run and take me some quiet time in this sunny backyard right here that I have in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Put my foot in the grass, my feet in the grass, and just enjoy. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming on and enjoying the lessons today. This is the Lionsgate in the analytical vibration of Virgo. So pay attention to this 8, 8, and 8. And it's still about healing, but it's still about analyzing where you came from and where you're going. Do you know where you're going to? And remember, don't sweat the small stuff. I'm glad I went to my storage and found this book. Don't sweat this. I needed this for the Lionsgate of the analytical Lionsgate, the Lions analytical gate, because as we're going out of the gate, I have to analyze where I came from, and I had an extraordinary month this year. It's only going up for me. We're about to record the second season of on Forbidden Knowledge TV. It's only going up. When I say it's only going up, I mean it's only going up. And I want it to go up for you. So don't sweat the small stuff because it's all small stuff. At the end of the day, if you're lied up in a hospital with tubes in your backside, it doesn't matter. And that's why this guy wrote this book. He was lied up with tubes in the hospital, almost dead. And when he came out the hospital, he realized it was only small stuff. It's all small stuff. There's a bigger picture. There's a bigger universe. Stop playing. It's a bigger universe. It's really all small stuff. On that note, family, thank y'all very much for being a part of the journey of the numerovational universe and the mathematical universe. Again, this has been King Simon Presents Numerovational Perspective, man. And everybody that emailed me, everybody that circulated some funds to me, you will be getting the homework. You will be getting the homework, all right? And remember, at the end of the homework, after you do your homework, all aspect of it, studying yourself and applying it, email me, please, and let me know the testimony. What did you discover about yourself? How did it help you? All of that, please. I really want y'all to email me. I'm gonna put that's the email right there. After you finish now, don't rush through it. Take your time. It's all right. I'll probably do one every month or every other month, but I don't want to continue to do and keep on bombarding you with too much homework. You circulated already. I do my research to keep things going, but email me any testimonials. And if you allow me to put the testimonials on my website or whatever, I will do so. I will do it on my website and put those testimonials on my website on how these things has helped, how a lot of y'all need that temple work, that alignment assignment work. And it's going to be based on this lesson that we gave you, quiet time, the importance of taking quiet time to yourself and teaching your babies that. I used to teach my younger children that. All my children knew about meditation and all that, but the majority, especially the boys. So, all right, family, on that note, have a great day, afternoon, and evening. Remember, I love you because I love myself. And because I love myself, I love you. Take care, be great, and we'll talk next time. Peace. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually. That's right. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't. Yeah, his show is called, it was really based on Numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny. Yes. By King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
You want to be a spiritually dynamic person, it starts with the basics of getting your character in order first.
Join us today for 3 unique presentations. Apotheosis, Friday, August 30th. Ultra Nahata, Saturday, August 31st. Awakenings, Sunday, September 1st. In Atlanta, Georgia, early bird tickets and discount room and group rates are available at events.galacticus.com.
It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. Some people think that this esoteric knowledge is for the rich and powerful. When in actuality, the so-called 85% has a spark in them that if it is sparked through numerology, astrology, numerovation, whatever, it will raise them up from an 85% maybe to a 10%, and eventually they become the 5%, the poor or prosperous righteous teachers. You gotta understand that this knowledge is not just for one class of people. We gotta get out of the classes.